Xi Jinping's recent European tour has starkly revealed the persistent divisions within the European Union regarding its stance on China. Hungary, one of the staunchest opponents of a tougher EU policy on China, epitomizes the internal discord. Xi's lyrical announcement of his state visit to Hungary on May 9, which coincided with Europe Day, underscores the significance of this trip. While other EU members commemorated the 1950 Schuman Declaration that initiated European integration, Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orbán hailed Xi's China as one of the pillars of the New World Order. During Xi's visit, Hungary announced a significant €2 billion railway project funded by China, adding to a growing portfolio of Chinese investments in the country. Chinese companies like BYD and CATL have committed billions to industrial projects, including a new electric vehicle factory and a major battery plant. China has become Hungary's largest foreign investor, pouring approximately €16 billion into various ventures, cementing its role as a key player in the Hungarian economy. Hungary's alignment with China contrasts sharply with the broader European perception of China as a strategic challenge. Key issues such as the war in Ukraine, nuclear arms race, climate change efforts, and concerns over unfair trade practices have made European policymakers wary of Beijing. French President Emmanuel Macron articulated a balanced approach, emphasizing the need for respectful but reciprocal trade relations with China that safeguard national security. Europe's desire to engage with China as a partner is tempered by the risks of economic dependency, particularly in emerging sectors like green technology where China leads. Reflecting this cautious stance, the European Commission launched an investigation last October into Chinese-manufactured electric vehicles benefiting from state subsidies, underscoring a shift towards a more defensive posture. This evolving stance is part of a broader trend within the EU, even among those skeptical of Macron's strategic autonomy concept, who now recognize the need to protect the Union from external threats, including those posed by China. The EU's trade deficit with China, which has more than tripled since 2013, and the COVID-19 pandemic's disruption of global supply chains, along with Russia's invasion of Ukraine, have further strained EU-China relations. These developments have led the EU to label China as a partner for cooperation, an economic competitor, and a systemic rival. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen's call for de-risking from China reflects this new mood. However, Xi's meetings with Macron and von der Leyen during his European tour yielded little progress on trade disputes and China's stance on Ukraine, highlighting the complexity of achieving a unified EU policy. The difficulty in forming a cohesive EU strategy is evident as Hungary is not alone in its reluctance to adopt a tougher stance. Germany, while making tough statements about China's trade practices, continues to pursue engagement due to its extensive trade links and significant business interests in China. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz echoed Macron's sentiments during his visit to Beijing, urging China to use its influence to end the war in Ukraine. Yet, Scholz's absence from a show of unity with Macron and von der Leyen in Paris indicates underlying discord. The hardline stance of the United States on China further complicates matters. While there is bipartisan consensus in Washington that China is a top geopolitical adversary, most EU countries, including France and Germany, prefer to remain neutral in this escalating rivalry. Macron, during his visit to China last year, warned against getting entangled in external crises, highlighting the EU's precarious position. The economic and technological competition between the US and China, with both nations heavily subsidizing their industries, poses a significant challenge to European industries. Achieving strategic autonomy remains a formidable task for the EU, which still relies heavily on American military power for its defense. Navigating the China-US rivalry thus presents no simple solutions. Xi's European tour has exposed the EU's internal divisions but also underscored the desire of its leading powers to maintain a productive relationship with Beijing. Despite these efforts, it is clear that China currently holds more leverage in its interactions with Europe. Subscribe to our channel for more videos and insightful analysis.